Yo!
Hey, we're here. We're sweaty.
We're sweaty. Oh, was it 90 something?
Yeah, 95.
And the trains went down for like the first time. You didn't get hit with that. You're uptown.
I was uptown, but I was coming crosstown, and I got lucky in a cab.
Yeah.
There was no traffic.
What is this, 88? Yeah. Taking cabs in New York?
I don't know.
I got lucky in a cab once. Her name was, no. All right. No, but, yeah, no, this train.
Her name was
like,
Bob. Okay.
It was a man. I was filleted by a man in a taxi cab. No, we you know, the train. It's like it feels like it never goes down. So you kind of this happens, and you're like, I'm kind of grateful this never happens.
I know, but it was creeping, which was the way it was just
creeping.
going, just like an inch a mile.
And I was texting you, and I was stuck in a no service zone, so I was trying to text you like, what's going on with you?
Yeah.
But
right.
No service.
It's also crazy to think that. Sorry, we'll get to your special.
Yeah, I love this.
Crazy to think that. Like
Ryan's whole special is about how he was hit by a bus. We were delayed by a train.
Yeah,
almost as bad.
It's horrible. It's the worst. But crazy thing, we used to not have cell phone service in the train. You just have to sit there and just think and read.
I remember when we got cell phone service in the train. I was like, my life's going to be so different.
Yes.
You know?
Hell, it's not.
Remember, they used to not tell you the time. You just go down there and be like, could be a minute, could be 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Here's how our life is different. Some dude is watching like Waffle House fights next to you without headphones, and you're like, oh. That's not the technological advancement I was hoping for.
I know, the casino gang, ting, 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 ting. Like, God, what, do you need the ting, ting? Sorry, Chinatown, just saying. Enough.
So Ryan, our good friend Ryan Hamilton, who we've known for a long time.
Long time. Yes, sir.
New special on Netflix. This just hit me. It is killer.
Killer, very funny.
Man.
This is the
just
one.
Dense and like
great ideas, great angle, great takes.
Yeah, how do you think you're getting hit by a bus? That's a great idea. You know? No, I mean you say that at one point in the special. You're like, was it worth it? No.
Well, tell that to Tracy Morgan. That was a truck, but still.
Yeah, that was my first thought. Is did he sue?
Yeah.
Because you don't address that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I have a joke that I say I own a small shuttle.
Oh,
bus
yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, that was obviously not like a bit of an exaggeration. But, yeah, we had a lawsuit, you know. Everybody said you got to do something. But I couldn't even deal with it for like a year mentally. I was just like, I don't want to think about it. So we did do it. But the company went out of business like a week after the accident.
What?
A week after. And my attorneys go, this is not unusual. It was called Jim's Shuttle Bus. And he thinks that they just like, this is bad.
Yeah.
We're going to start a new company.
It was a one-man band.
I don't know.
Jim was driving the bus.
I don't know who it was. But, you know, they have an insurance company that's still like.
Okay.
But so it wasn't, you know, it wasn't life-changing, anything like that. But
what?
The day that we filed the lawsuit, the insurance company came back. The day. Like, we filed in the morning. It's like they were waiting for it for a year. And they're like, here it is. This is the most we can do without going to trial. And my attorneys were like, this is the best possible outcome. You don't want to go to trial.
Oh, okay,
so
great.
Like,
but if you did, you could have wheeled in Hannibal Lecter style.
Like Weinstein.
What about, 10 broken ribs.
Wow.
I didn't know there was 12 ribs either. So when you did that joke, I was like,
weird?
10 out of 12 you broke. Collapsed lung.
Yeah. Couldn't breathe. The lung heals fast, I learned. It's real interesting. The lung is the
Unless you're
thing
David
they're not
Tell.
worried.
That one.
It's good for him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. 5 of the ribs were in 2 places.
Wow.
So a couple of them healed like this. But I got really lucky because there was no, like sometimes they say ribs heal in a way that causes pain and then they have to go in and put like a plate like I have in my arm in your ribs, but I didn't have any of that.
Nice.
Yeah,
so you weren't on your phone or anything. You just walked out and got
No, I was, it was late. It was like I watched the ball drop and it was like, I don't know, 2 or something in the morning. I'd been in a hotel for 10 days with COVID.
Sure.
In LA.
Quarantining.
Yeah, and so January 1 was my first day out. And I ate an entire pizza and I celebrated. I'm like out of here.
Yeah.
And I wasn't flying because flying was so crazy. I was just trying to get home to Idaho for the holidays. And even though the holidays were over. But I walked to pick up a rental car. I just thought I'm going to go do it. This place is open 24 hours. I got to the intersection, hit the button, watched the light change, and I just started walking. And I didn't see or hear anything. And
God.
Yeah, this guy was making a left-hand turn. He was up high. He'd just dropped people off, I think. And
Did you go out immediately when it hit you? Were you just knocked out?
No, I didn't. I never lost.
No, he got up.
Yeah,
that was like one of the biggest laughs of the special.
Oh, that's right.
You freaked him out by you say I got up, and they were like, "What the hell?"
Yeah, exactly. It really freaks people out. And I mean, I remember it all. I just remember everything.
Wow.
But there was a point where I was like, okay, I got to make my whole priority to not pass out. And
Wow.
I talk about that.
But you felt the lung.
Yeah, I was standing up, and I talk about this in the special where I had my hand there, but I couldn't see it, but I knew it was there.
Whoa.
And then I realized that my hand was behind my back.
Whoa.
And that's when I went, oh, and the line was, that's the punchline to that little joke.
My
Damn.
God.
Even the jackass guys were like, that guy's a badass. Right there. That's crazy.
Yeah, except this was not intentional.
No.
Yeah.
But it almost feels old fashioned to get hit by a car not scrolling. It feels like most people probably get hit now scrolling.
Yeah, it's interesting.
True.
I got a lot of, I learned a little bit about, during COVID, a lot of pedestrian accidents went way up. The numbers went way up.
Because you think the roads are completely open and
Yeah, I guess, and people are just more distracted, stressful. I don't know what it is. They don't really know why, but they went way up during
Interesting.
COVID. But yeah, pedestrian accidents.
I feel like I think people were getting a little reckless in the city streets during COVID. Everyone I knew was like getting a scooter.
Yeah,
That's
right.
true.
And then Monroe Martin lost his 2 front teeth, and I was like,
Is that
wow.
right?
Well, yeah, because it's not just other people you got to worry about. It's like potholes and
Right,
stuff. It could be
right.
anything that could send you flying. But
Yeah.
Wow.
so many people. I was thinking about getting a scooter, and then I heard about the accidents. I was like, fuck that.
Yeah.
But it was fun for a minute. Like the idea
That's
of just
true.
zipping through a ghost
Yes.
town.
Oh,
Right,
I was going
right.
up and down Broadway alone on my moped. It was awesome.
Really? Wow.
Everybody either got a scooter or a dog. And then
Or had a baby.
Or had a baby. And then when COVID ended, they're like, I hate all these. I regret everything. Wow, man.
Yeah,
See,
a lot of COVID cohabitation. A lot of people just moving in together. I mean, I did that too. I mean,
yeah, some marriages. Yeah,
Right.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, this was at the very end. This was like during the Omicron variant. Remember
Oh,
that? It was
sure.
it was like my first gig back. I was coming from
feels
Hawaii.
like 40 years ago.
I know,
I know.
it's insane.
Sounds like the Avengers. It was the Omicron sequel.
The blip.
Yeah. The good thing is, well, a horrible thing, but I'm always hungover on January 1st. And I always see people walking around. I'm like, look at these loser nerds out there. And now I'm glad I'm hungover because you're getting hit on January 1st.
Yeah. It was, yeah.
Do you have to fight because your jokes are all clean? There's definitely you're clean in the way like Gaffigan's clean, where there is like an edge to it.
There's
for
a
sure.
bite.
There's a bite.
Yeah.
But do you have to fight certain thoughts when something that bad happens to you? Because if something that happened to me, I'd be like, "Fuck these people."
Yeah.
I guess it dies down. You see the comedy soon enough, but other
Right.
jokes that you have to like fight off. You have to think positively. Does that help the healing even?
I don't know. That's just how it came out. Like, honestly, I couldn't think about it comedically for like months, like 3 or 4 months. It was weird. The first day, I was like, okay, jokes, because that's where we're at in our
Right.
And then I didn't realize what had happened to me really. And
Yes.
then I'm laying in the hospital after the surgery. Actually, Tommy Johnigan came to visit me the first day. He somehow got into the hospital. He was like, I saw this silhouette. I didn't have my glasses on in the door, and it looked like my doctor. And I go, Dr. Lee? and Tommy walks up. He goes, I'm your brother now. 'Cause that's what, he had to get in the hospital. It was full of COVID. And he brought me a notebook. So we started like working on ideas.
Whoa.
What a friend.
What a guy.
Yeah. And then I thought, well, this is really interesting. And then the next day I realized I can't do jokes right now. Like I just was like absorbing
It's
what
too
happened.
much.
You gotta be a human for a second.
And you need to like when something like traumatic happens, I feel like you have to like take a step back and look at yourself. You can't just be like joke.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Even with like a breakup, even something that simple.
Yeah.
I think
need
your
a minute.
mind goes. Yeah, but sometimes I don't know how it goes with you guys, but sometimes my mind goes like too dark, and it'll be funny to me, but they're just like, whoa.
Oh,
The
that
audience-
was a big part of
Yeah.
developing this material. Is like in the beginning, it was like this is funny, but it was hard for people to enjoy it, and then I had to figure out. A lot of my stuff is like that. I got to figure out a way to bring it make it palatable.
Yes,
you know?
yes, totally.
So it's like this evolution, and eventually you go, okay, now people are having fun. They're thinking
Yeah.
about it, but it's not bumming them out.
But
Hopefully,
there's also so much pressure. Anytime something crazy happens, people go, "Oh, you're gonna get eight hours out of
Oh,
that.
yeah,
You're gonna get a half
exactly.
hour out of that." And you're
Yeah.
like, "Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Now I have to."
Yeah.
And now you're worried about it.
Oh.
Now you're like, "I'm a shitty comic because I can't think of anything." But
Yeah.
that's
No,
why
the
it takes
pressure
a
on
minute.
top of it sucks.
Yeah.
But what you do really well in this is you play with tension. You can tell that a lot of those jokes didn't work at first because of how much
Yeah.
you're letting lines hang out.
Oh,
you know?
good ear.
Interesting. Yeah. It is true. It was like it was in the beginning. It was like I don't know if this is going to work or not. Like I can't figure it out. But then eventually, but it was also like I couldn't not talk about it.
You got to talk about
I'd
it.
never had a thing in my life. Like I'd gone through my whole career going, oh, that's interesting. What do I want to talk about? This was totally different. My audience knew about it. It was impossible not to talk about it.
Well, the crazy thing was seeing Ryan work it out at the Cellar, and then doing 15 minutes on getting hit by a bus, and then you'd come back another night and you're like, that's a different 15 about getting hit by the bus.
Yeah, you had a lot of material.
You had a lot of bus stuff.
It was hard to work it out in short sets because it turned into this long thing. So I would do it in different chunks.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, I don't know how that. It just kind of happened, and then there was a point where it was like, okay, I think I just can't think about this anymore. And people were like, no, you got to make it a one-man show, right, kind of thing.
Like it becomes unfunny, but then it becomes even funnier again because you keep going with it.
Right. And then when we got the deal and I started going, okay, it's an hour. I was like, oh, I got to add some stuff here. So I added this part, the part with the hand, and the part about getting marijuana with my mom. That was all like really new towards the taping. So like,
yeah, you getting the weirdos reaching out like, I got hit by a bus too.
you get like, I meet so many people after shows, who talk about it. I never met anyone before, but now once you say it, people come out of the woodwork.
His audience takes a long time to load in these days.
Right, yeah. Are you scared of buses?
I'm more scared of driving, actually. That's the thing that stuck with me. It's like,
interesting.
I think twice about taking road trips now. Just because, I don't know, it put into me something like anything can happen at any moment. And when you're driving, if that's your mindset, you're like, there's stuff happening all over the place. Who knows what that guy's doing?
Crazy.
It's like...
The concept of driving is bananas. The fact that these painted lines are keeping us safe at 68 miles an hour with kids in the car, I'm drinking. It's horrible. It's a crazy concept, but it works kind of.
Right. I know.
Mark's hour is going to be he killed a guy crossing the street.
And then I hit him. That's my title. Wow.
Yeah. So
what was the process like having Nate Bargatze direct the special?
Oh,
I mean,
question.
Well, what was great about it is that Nate just, Nate kept going, I want to produce your hour, and I kept going, I'm trying to sell it. I want to try to sell it. He wanted to put it up on YouTube or whatever. It's like he was building that platform. So I said, nobody was biting, but I thought I'm going to put up the money, produce it myself. If I can't get it out there, if I can't sell it, then let's talk. And then Nate called me like a week later and was like, let's do it at Netflix. I go, what do you mean? He goes, I called Netflix and they want to do it.
Hell yeah.
I was like, okay, that's fantastic. Because I've been talking to Netflix for like a year.
That's frustrating.
Yeah, but then Nate really got behind it, and I just was happy that he believed in it. Believed in me as a comedian and the material, and so that was really great.
That is great.
And he just kind of let me do whatever I want. Nate gave me. He's just like, whatever you want to do.
Good.
Yeah.
It's cool though when a comedian directs, because Jerry directed the Colin Quinn one.
Yes.
Colin Quinn's directing the new Dan Soder one.
Is that right?
Yeah. So there's something cool when it, because like, what is really directing a special? It's like, no director is going to be better at it than a comic.
Right.
Agreed.
We know where to put the cameras.
Yeah. Yeah.
I directed mine. They had a director, and I was like, why?
Yeah.
What are you going to do? You got a big bugle horn and a clipboard and a chair and a beret? I'm like, I'm just going to stand there and tell the jokes. I don't get what that is.
I directed mine too, my new one too, because I just figured like, I know where to do it.
Yeah.
You get a good DP and you're all set.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's kind of how I felt going through it. It was like, I talked to people. Jerry was really like helpful, and I had so many conversations with him. And the title is his credit. He came up with the title.
Damn.
And he was really helpful with the material, and he'd seen it. He was familiar with a lot of it. So,
wow.
Talking to him and talking through it, he was just like, and he'd talked about producing it for a while. He was like, let's talk about this. Let's do it. He was so busy with the movie and everything. Mm-hmm. And then Nikki was like, let me do it for a while.
Oh,
everyone's
great.
fighting over you.
Yeah,
That's a good sign.
It was just kind of like everybody's so busy. And then I'm like, well, I'm going to do it. And then at the last minute, Nate was like, let's try it. And so, yeah.
The beauty of Nate letting you do whatever you want to do also means he has to do nothing.
Yeah. Right.
Which is great for comics. We're like, you go. I believe in you. I'll be here, not answering the phone. But great for him to produce it and call
Yeah.
Netflix. And
Yeah.
Netflix, just accept things when we try to give them to you. Stop waiting for a famous rich guy to call. What's the difference? The special's on either way.
Yeah. Who knows I don't know what's going on.
I think they
but-
put the name on it. They put Nate Bargatze on it, maybe.
I don't know.
Actually, I
You
didn't see
get
it.
another guy pushing it though. Why not? You know, another comedian's pushing the special. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
But imagine if I was like, hey, Sam goes up and talks to some hot lady at a bar, and she's like, no. And then Nate's like, you should fuck Sam. She's
I've
like,
had
maybe
him
I
do
will.
that before, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's done that for me a few times.
It just doesn't make sense. But I'm a cunt. What do I know? Okay.
No, I mean, that's what happened to us back in the day on Comedy Central. Is they wouldn't have given us hours if Amy Schumer didn't just call them and say, give them an hour.
Completely.
So, I mean, that,
Yeah.
you know, if that's what it takes, you know, some people are going to luck out and some people are not. It
So
sucks,
many of
but-
our breaks in this business, I don't know if people know, come from each other.
Other
Yeah.
comedians.
You know, we have all these people, these gatekeepers, decision makers, whatever, but it's like once somebody gets something, then they're like, how can I get these people involved who I know?
Yes.
You know?
And you know what's a great compliment to you is I saw your special the day it came out. It hit number 10. And you're like, hey, Ryan's in the top 10. Great news.
Yeah.
All right. And then it bumped up to 7.
Yeah.
That's rare.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't follow these rankings, but that's what everybody keeps telling me.
That's huge.
Yeah, it was up there. I think it was 7 for a couple days, then I went back down to 9, and then it was gone, I think. But yeah, it was, I was happy to hear it. Who knows?
That's great. That means
Yeah.
enough people were like word of mouthing about it.
Right,
That more
right.
people saw it.
Right.
That's a huge.
It's so
feather in your
weird. You
cap.
have no concept of how it's going. I mean, you hear online and like whatever, but you don't really know.
We're gonna talk about it in 20 years. Go, man. Remember Netflix? They paid us the bare minimum. Then we didn't know the numbers for years and all this, and we're gonna go, what the hell were we thinking? But that's how it is, you know.
Yeah.
Everything, it changes a lot and it changes quickly now.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's the crazy thing is like, I heard someone make a joke about CISO and Quibi the other day and I was like, oh shit, remember that?
Right.
Oh, and I was clawing to get on.
We
Yeah,
were
yeah.
pitching a
CISO.
show. Mark, Joe List and I pitched a show to Quibi back in the day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Called Jokes, Jokes, Jokes. So it's just like short sets with a bunch of comedians doing
Right.
jokes. And
Mm-hmm.
they were like, we're listening. And then they were like, you're getting a call from your agent. Quibi passed.
Yeah. And we were
Quibi.
like, no, fuck.
We're finished.
Yeah.
Quibi.
I just bought Chipotle. I couldn't afford it. Fuck.
But we made a cool sizzle. I mean, the sizzle's out there still somewhere. It was
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
cool. We thought like it was cool to do like, because that was not in the heels, but like the blue collar comedy tour was so big. We were
Right.
like, oh, we should just do our own thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then our agents were like, just 3 white guys telling jokes. We're like, yeah, I guess it's not a good time. It was like 2018 when everyone's like we're good on white guys. We're just
Yeah.
like, they were like, add some diversity, and we're like, nah, we just threw down the toilet.
Yeah, well, I remember because I didn't know anything about show business, so they would send us a list of comics like, you should use these people. I'm like, she sucks. And they're like, yeah, but we need diversity. I was like, but she's terrible. And they're
Well,
like, yeah.
well, our thing is like, we can get you good diversity.
I
Just let us book
know,
it.
I know, but
So then it turned into a thing where we were like, okay, we'd host it, the pilot episode, and then we'd just book a bunch of funny New York people.
Exactly.
Or LA people, whatever. But
it was a glimpse into that world of like, she's a black woman, so you put it, and you're like, but she's the worst comic in the city. I don't
yeah,
know,
we're like,
so-
we literally gave them a list of like funny black women.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we don't know them. We're like, this is your job to know them.
Exactly,
Right.
exactly.
Right.
They're clueless.
Yeah.
That's why they're gone, Quibs. See you in hell.
Still upset about Quibi.
It never goes away. I saw an interview from way back in the day, Chris Rock talking about the comic strip, and I forgot. I think it was like Lucian, the booker, back in the day, and they asked him about Lucian, and Chris Rock was like, "Well, he thought this guy was funnier than me," and I was like, "Holy shit!"
Wow.
Right, you hold it with you.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that guy's just like conquered stand up the most,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
and then he's like, "This fucking one club, dude."
I know.
I've been really trying to focus on like what can I control? You know,
That's it.
We
Yeah.
get so crazy, but it's like basically if you just create and keep writing, something will happen eventually. And it's so stressful to think about all the other stuff. So it's just like if you focus on that, that's the best way to be happy, I think, in this business.
I think you're
The
right.
next
hard.
special is I got caught under a train. That's the next one.
Is that why they were so slow today? No.
No,
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying though. It's like you kept a good attitude about it, but it's interesting. Also, you were really good at milking as
Yes.
much like certain people. You, Goldman, Gaffigan.
Yes.
It's weird that I'm thinking it's a lot of guys who skew clean.
Regan can milk.
They can milk out a lot of us. Like you had that hot air balloon bit that was like,
Oh,
7-8 minutes. That was a classic. If you haven't seen
legendary
Ryan's
bit.
hot air balloon bit, look it up.
That's your hot pockets.
I get that. Yeah, I'm doing this crazy thing. Guys might be interested in this. Now, sometimes if I have to do like an encore or at the end of the show, if it's really great or whatever, I have
I've
that.
never been asked for an encore in my life.
You know what I'm talking about. You know when you get done and like everybody's there and you're like, let's just hang out for a minute.
Right.
The gym cancellation bit and the hot air balloon bit are the ones that people go, I want to hear that. And I've been doing this crazy thing where I do them at the same time. And I go back and forth. I cut back and forth between them. And every comic who sees it goes, this is wild that it works. And I can't even believe that it works.
Wait a minute. How does that make sense, though?
You like remixed? You like DJ remixing your jokes?
Yes, yes, exactly.
Wow.
I call it a mashup, and it just
Mashup.
happened naturally one night when it was like in this crazy, insane audience in this small room, and it was just like you could do whatever you want. And I'm backstage, and the stage manager goes, "I think you gotta go back out there." It was like the only time in my career where they were just kept going, and I went back out. And I didn't have anything. And then I was like, these are the two jokes I know you want to hear. And something was just like, let's just see what happens. They were so good. I felt so free and they were so familiar. So I just went back and forth and I just cut it up. So it works. You know, you end on a punchline, then you start another thing. And when you start the other thing, they laugh because they're like, oh, we remembered that.
Right. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Damn, that's kind of you invented like a new
Isn't that
thing
wild?
with
It's
comedy.
crazy that a comic who doesn't do drugs came up with this idea.
Yeah.
It feels like such a guy who had too many drinks and he stumbled into something really
It
good.
sounds like a really bad idea. Maybe it is. I don't know if
No,
it
it
would
sounds like
ever-
it kills.
It works.
It works.
It's a speedball.
It kind of surprises me. Yeah. But it's interesting. Yeah, I don't know. But I find this idea about like getting stuff stretched out, it's like I've always thought, and maybe it is like when you're working in this broad kind of observational way, you get some momentum, and the momentum is so much more valuable than it's so much easier to keep it going than start a new bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I see it as like a lazy thing where I'm just like, I got it. Let's just keep it going. It's so much easier.
Yeah, like
List-
doing what like Hedberg would do, like that is really hard.
That's
That's
so
the
hard.
hardest.
So
You're starting
hard.
at zero every joke.
Yeah.
I used over Dimitri Martin. He had a scroll with these little bullet points on it. I was like,
yeah.
God, what a nightmare.
Right, exactly. It's a hard way to work. So this is like,
That's a
in
good
way.
point.
Yeah.
List always said a premise is harder to come up with than a line. So once you got the premise, just get everything you can out of it
I
because
think that's the same. Yeah.
they come
You're
out of
right.
thin air. You know,
Joe used to write much shorter. He definitely.
That's true.
he's newer. I mean, I guess we all kind of. I used to
Yeah.
write shorter
Yeah.
too. I think you
it's
do
a
this
skill
for a
thing.
while, and you're like, I got to fill time.
Yeah,
Somehow.
you've got some great stories right
Yeah.
now. I know.
Yeah, well, it's funny you said that people come out of the woodwork about who've been in car crashes or anything or got hit by a car because I get all these rat people now.
Oh,
Which
really?
is a weird audience. They're like, I had a rat. And you're like,
well, everybody's had a rat once.
Yeah.
So it's
not
a great.
everybody.
In their house? I've never had a
You never had a rat?
in your house?
Yeah,
Oh,
most people
yeah.
don't have rats in their homes.
What, a
I've had a
mouse?
mouse.
Okay.
Mice is nothing.
I guess I'm thinking mouse rat. Okay.
Rat,
yeah.
no, dude. Once you have one in your home, they ain't the same.
Yeah, that's true. A rat is terrifying. The
Yeah.
teeth, they're big, that crazy tail.
I had another rat in my place.
Whoa!
Did I not tell you this? And he left, and we found the hole. But I was like, I don't need a part 2 to this bit.
No, well, maybe you do. Maybe you do.
God saw me struggling with jokes. He's like, yeah, let me throw you one. Yeah.
Damn. The rat saga.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
you don't choose what you
No.
what hits you, I guess.
Of course.
Right.
And you never know. It's kind of like going viral. You never know what's going to pop. You know, the rat thing. Who would have thought that would be your thing?
Well, that's not even out yet, but I was doing it enough at live shows that people would hit me up. But that's not even, that's
Wow.
in the one I just taped.
But if they're hitting you up
yeah.
now, imagine when that thing goes global. You're going to be the rat guy. You're going to have that big
The rat king.
The rat outside.
yeah.
We got you a movie. It's you and a bunch of rats.
Isn't that Willard?
Yeah.
Willard 2.
That looked weird as hell.
Oh, yeah.
I never wanted to watch rats.
Nah,
It was
no
always a
thank
thing.
you. Now, are you in that I need new material phase?
Oh,
of like,
yeah.
I put the thing out, I'm back to square one?
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Which, to me, it got me thinking about the cycle.
Mm.
And I think this is the most fun part of the cycle.
Oh, no, I disagree.
Really?
I hate it.
I think
It depends.
The editing part's so tedious.
Yeah.
And this part, the discovery part, is the most rewarding, I think, because you just grab something during the day and then you take it to the club, and if it works, it's like that's the best feeling.
Yeah.
when you have like an hour and you're like, how do I get this ready to put on tape? That's, to me, just exhausting.
And also, you
Moving
feel,
things around.
fraudulent a little bit because you're like, yeah, kill, but it's supposed to kill. I'm about to
Yeah.
tape. Who cares?
Sure.
It's a lot of who cares sets.
Yeah.
Tinkering, you're right. It's boring. And if you lower your bar for these new sets and you just go in there and you get one line or one bit, you're like, all right, I guess that was a win.
Yeah.
That's a huge win. But you said momentum. I feel like I have no momentum with the new.
Yeah, it's true. It's stressful when you're like on the road and everybody's there to see you.
Yes.
That's very stressful. And it's like, why did I give up my act?
Yes,
you had
exactly.
the safety of that act.
Seinfeld
you
talks
know
about
why.
boleros. He's like, I walk into there with like full ammunition when you have an hour. And I'm like, yes, I love that feeling. But now I got like a cap gun and a
Right.
slingshot. I'm like trying to fight off the Crips and the Bloods.
But you do it for those nights. Like your closing bit is a callback, and that hit you on stage probably. Did it hit you on stage, or was it something that like you were
It's
just
interesting.
tinkering?
It was like I had that joke. The first callback where I say he looks young from up here came because I did that joke on the Tonight Show, and I
remember
needed a
that set.
button
Great
for the
joke.
end.
Yeah.
And I was like walking around one day, and I just was like, wow, that's because I'd never put those jokes together like that.
Yeah.
And then in a Tonight Show, you're forced to, and then I got, wow, that's good. And then I was like, I'll close with that. But I didn't have the bus line as like there are two callbacks, right? So, and actually Hanley gave me the bus line.
Hey,
Yes,
Phil
yes,
Hanley,
yes,
shout out, buy his
yes,
book.
Yep. And I was like, what do I got? I can't tie it together. And then he said, I had a second thing. And it was-
Yeah,
that
he used
was
to
it.
always say even on late night sets, Phil used to always say have two in the chamber, as in
Oh,
in
right.
like have a second closer. And if one line kills, you leave on that.
Right.
But if it doesn't get the pop you want, you have a second one.
Hey,
Wow.
that's good. It's
It's
like
a
a,
good
a gun in
idea.
your boot, you
And
know?
then you like
Yeah.
you save a bit,
Right.
or you don't save a bit, but
I like
if you
it.
save a bit,
Right.
you got to walk off, which is nice.
I had the thing once on the Tonight Show where you do it gets a big pop, you're ending. It gets a big pop, you get an applause, and then I did the tag and I got nothing. And I was like, I should have done the tag. I could have walked into the sunset like a hero.
I think that happens a lot on late night because you end up getting a bigger reaction than normal.
Yes.
And then you're like, normally I need to do this other line, but
Exactly.
I don't, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And also, you're kind of like just doing the like, all right, I know these
Yeah.
lines here. This is how I
Right.
say it.
Yes. Yeah.
You find it too when you move a joke around a set, like you're like this tag kills mid set, but if you move it to a closer, because late nights you're tinkering with order, it's
Yes,
not natural.
Totally.
Right.
Totally.
Yeah, for sure. I know. I just did the Tonight Show and it was like, oh yeah, I remember. It's kind of like a lost art.
Completely.
And I think it's
It's like
great.
knowing Latin.
Yeah.
Knowing how to kill Fallon, you're like this is. I guess this is good like once a year.
Yeah.
Maybe someone thinks it's cool.
Really impress somebody once in a while.
Yeah, like a girl on a date.
Yeah, yeah.
You're like, I can know Latin or I did the Tonight Show.
But it's still fun.
It's so fun.
That's fun.
Yeah, and that pressure is good for you. You know, you're
Yes.
standing back there behind that curtain, and you're like, "Wow, this feels like show business." It's
Yes.
a cool thing.
30 Rock.
Yeah.
Suit on.
Yeah.
The only problem, I guess the times are changing. I did Seth Meyers, I don't know, a couple months ago to promote my special. And I'm walking around like, what are all these people doing here? We need Seth Meyers. We need one lady to get coffee and a guy on the lights. All these people have clipboards, headsets. I'm like, this is all a waste of money. No wonder the internet's winning.
Right.
I think they're all union and whatnot.
There's
crazy.
a lot of employees.
A lot of employees.
It's yeah.
It's unnecessary. You need a makeup person. You need, the lighting guy, the camera guy, and Seth.
Right.
What are we
you
doing
do
here?
feel like you got in a time machine almost.
Completely.
Yeah.
Because it's. I mean, that's why they run so well, those shows, because it's like they have so many people.
I guess so.
But
But then you leave and you do one of these on your phone and it gets more views. And you're like, oh, this is not a good sign for the showbiz part.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, if you put something on the platform yourself, it feels like it generates, your followers get. If they put something, and then you're trying to grab their followers. You know what I mean?
I guess so, yeah. And there is a legitimacy aspect to it. Like, oh, you're on Seth Meyers on the Tonight Show today. Oh, you feel kind of cool.
Yeah.
But it does bug me, and I know I'm a douche, but when they cut a line from my Myers thing. They got a big pop, but it was like too spicy. And you're like, what am I doing here?
Right.
I came here to give you me.
Yes.
I gave you me. It hit.
Yeah.
That's my whole thing is to do well.
Right.
It went well. It's too spicy for you guys, so you cut it. So you're like, I'll just do it with the internet.
That
then.
happened to me too once. I did Daily Show and I got a huge laugh. on a trans joke, got an applause break.
Wow!
And it was a good bit
on the Daily Show of all places.
And it was like my biggest pop of the set, and they cut it.
Ah!
And I think they probably cut it maybe because Trevor laughed.
Oh,
I wonder if they were like, this is not good for him to laugh at this.
Yeah, you don't want to live.
Maybe
like
they
that.
were like, we should cut that. But.
Yeah, it's better safe than sorry. They're like, what do we get out of him getting a laugh? You know.
But it was like the joke from my special, the "You've Changed" joke. It's a good joke.
Great joke.
But yeah, you're right. I mean, but that's what they're competing with now. So you're competing with a thing where like, well, these other shows aren't going to censor anything.
Yes.
But I do really miss like not just panel, but the stand up, like the excitement of like anything live crowd is so fun. Doing panel is fun.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so fun.
Because you get to work. It's literally what we do. But yeah, it feels like it doesn't have much longer.
I know. Well, Jeselnik has that great line where he's like, the what is it? Something is the getting away with it. The goal is getting away with it. Not just being edgy and offensive. It's getting the laugh on it.
Mm-hmm.
So when you
that's why it's annoying. Yeah.
That's why it's annoying because you get the laugh and you're like, all right, it worked. I took the risk. I stuck my neck out and it worked. And then you cut it.
Yeah.
So you're like, I got away. I did my part. That's
Were
why
you
it's
on
annoying.
panel when they cut it?
Yeah.
Oh, panel. Okay.
I was cooking.
Because the stand-up is all pre-approved generally, so you kind of know.
Right.
Oh, they tinker, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. At your level, you've been doing this for so long. Is it annoying how much they're tinkering with the set, or is it kind of just clean?
They did not tinker with my set
That's
at all.
good.
You're pretty squeaky.
Yeah, they requested a joke. They go, "We love this joke. We've seen you do it. Will you do that joke?"
the
And so I
opposite of
kind
tinker.
of built the set around that. I go, "Yeah." And this whole set was not in the special, which was unusual for me. I was just like happened to be like, so it was all fresh from the special. But
is that weird? Because like why'd you cut those jokes?
Yeah, because I taped them and I probably pulled out, I don't know, 15 minutes from the special that I just was like, these are good jokes. Let's put them in there. But then when I'm doing the edit, it's like, why make it longer? It wasn't adding to the flow.
Man.
They were good, but it wasn't like, you know how there's a rhythm to an hour set, and it's like, let's kind of make it shorter than longer. Like the goal is to get people to watch the whole thing. It's so hard anyway.
Right.
So it was like, these jokes are good, but they're not adding anything to whatever you want to call it, a narrative or an arc or anything.
That's
it was
impressive.
Just like, I just took them out. But it's also like, it's so valuable because it's like, I need this stuff to start. So, yeah.
I remember like Louis would be promoting something. He would go on SNL and he would work on an SNL set. I was like, wow, he's so good that he's like going to write 11 new minutes for SNL monologue, and then he still has an hour.
That's bonkers.
Well, the hardest thing with the SNL monologue is those crowds are fucking brutal.
Yeah, this was back, 10 years ago when they were a little looser.
Yeah, but I feel like, man, I've seen some great comics go in there.
Crazy.
And you see the jokes kill all week at the cellar. And
Crazy.
then they go on there and you're like, that's all they got on that?
They're so nervous. It's like weirdly conservative. You're like an old lady with the pearl necklace, like, You're like, you're supposed to be the fun young
the live
kids.
thing. They're scared to be on camera laughing.
Yeah,
at
I
something.
guess so.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's really the only place you do stand up live, right? It's like being broadcast.
Good point.
Everything else is pre-taped live.
Yeah, the Sebastian story. He did the Tonight Show and just froze. He just went mentally blank. And he was like, And this is a big arena comic going mentally blank. It's like a get for them. And he was just like, Jimmy, I don't know my line.
Wow.
And then he kind of like, after he said that, he's like, I got it. And they edited it. But he's like, my career's over. I'm fucked. He talked about it on a podcast. But they figured it out and tweaked it.
I think I had a panic moment. This last one I did, I couldn't believe it. I've been through it a bunch of times where I'm like, okay, good. I wasn't nervous. I look fine. The way you look to me is the most stressful part of the thing. It's like, if I get the suit together, then I'm like, okay, I'm fine.
That's funny.
And I felt okay that way. And then I'm backstage behind the curtain, and you go through your set 100 times, and they make you do the bullet points, which I never like the bullet points because I'm like, I know what I'm doing, but I think they feel better if you have the bullet points. And then, so it kind of got in my head, like, what's the second bullet point? And then I'm standing behind the stage.
Ooh, looking good. You pulled it off.
It's okay. Yeah,
Looks great.
The suit is so hard for me to get. We could talk suits all
That's
day.
sharp as hell, yeah.
You like it?
Yeah,
I
it's
love
very
the
summery.
color. Yeah.
You're one of the best dressed comics working. What the hell are you talking about?
I text you
Yeah.
about like sometimes
Yes,
I'm
you
getting an
have
outfit.
before.
You're
Yeah,
one of my
yeah.
go-tos.
You own a yacht. You look great.
Oh, good.
If I need something for a TV thing, after Tan France, Ryan's probably the next.
You have to go to the gayer guy.
I've learned a lot about suits and color, actually, over the years. And because I could never fit anything off the rack. This is the first suit that I've ever worn off the rack on TV. And it actually looked okay.
No tailoring.
I mean, we took it in on the sides, but like I didn't have it made.
Oh, that's a good pick.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Showbiz.
but I forgot my second line behind the. I don't know what the second thing is. And I started panicking, and I felt my heart rate go up, and then I just thought, once you say the first thing, you're gonna click into the second thing, and that's what I told myself. And I went out there, and that's what happened. But I didn't know it as I was walking out. I'm like,
do you ever get this before you tape a special? This happens to me almost every time. I'm like, I don't know my jokes.
All the time.
Yes.
All the time.
And so I have to listen to the set,
weird,
and I'm
right?
like, I still don't know them.
All the time.
But then you go out, you just know them. It's
it
muscle memory,
crazy?
but you really do go blank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like as if there's not enough stress taping something with, Netflix or whoever there, and then you're just like, I don't know any of these.
It's
Completely.
so weird.
The rhythm gets me back in. I start telling the first thing, you're like, oh, that's how it goes.
Right.
You can't think about it. It's like a boner.
Oh,
if you think
yeah.
about it too much, it's not going to come. You got to let it just happen.
Yeah, and it's so scary because you're like, I'm just going to trust that, but what if I go out there,
But that's why you do the road, and that's
Yeah,
why you
yeah.
do all the
Right.
sets. But dude, I've been there so many times where I'm like, not only do I write out the set list, each big show, you're like, all right, let me write it all down just so I have the notes.
Right.
And I feel like just using a pen, it's like muscle.
Yeah.
It's muscle memory, but then
Right.
you also it's good for memorization, right?
Yeah.
But I go blank, man.
I do too. I think it's
yeah.
normal. It's weird. It's
Yeah.
happened a few times, but this one was like, wow, I'm scared. I was actually legit like scared.
Funny thing is, if you fucking broke, it'd probably get more views. If
I
you just,
know. So true.
Yeah.
That's the sad truth of it. But I mean, you don't want those views, but.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's still there's still an art to killing on late night. There is
Hell
something
yeah.
really cool. Like
Complete tightrope moment.
I love when
know?
I see a young comic kill on late night. There's
Yeah.
something very cool about that.
That's very cool because it's huge for them.
Yes.
Like it legit. It goes from the point in your career where you're like everybody's going, "What are you doing with your life?" to finally you can go like, they can go, "Oh, you're actually a comedian." That's
Exactly.
It's almost like stage acting.
Yes. Right.
Versus like
Yeah.
because it's like, all right, it's not going to get the eyeballs,
Right.
but like a real comic should be able to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good
right.
good
Yeah.
point.
Right.
You know what the worst part about late night is, though, is working it out in the club where you have to run your 5.
Ugh.
And when you do a set at the Cellar, you go, hey, everybody, look at this fucking douche. What's shaking? Hey, how you doing, tits? All right. But when you do the late night 5, you go, I was at the zoo yesterday. And you like open with that. And they're like, whoa, who's this fucking robot? And
You're
like,
stiffer
"No."
than the mannequin you got that suit off of.
Yeah, exactly. And you're like, wait, no, I have to run this. So after a while, I just started going, I'm doing a Tonight Show set. Bear with
Yeah.
me. And then I would do it.
Right.
But if you just go up
It's
there.
not cheating.
No,
You're
it's not
allowed
cheating.
to. Sometimes when I'm doing, and like before I tape a special, I'm like, all right, can I just do a bunch of new shit now? It loosens
Yeah.
them up,
Right.
Because they can tell it's not
Yeah.
as honed as
Sure.
It's fine to address it.
Right.
That's true. I'm a nut. I
It's
don't
hard.
do it.
I felt
dress
like
it more.
I was a robot my whole special taping. I had that feeling.
No, you
no,
weren't.
no.
You
I
weren't.
felt like
No, you seem loose.
because I was so like, here's how I'm going to open exactly. This is what I want to get to. I want this beat. I want that beat. And then you start to go, you got to let it go a little bit.
Let it go.
A little bit. Seinfeld and I were talking about how like it's kind of crazy that we do this 1,000 times, and then the night that we preserve it forever, we do everything different.
Oh.
And it's like a mistake. We're wearing something different. There's
Interesting.
cameras there.
But
Your
doesn't
whole-
Jerry always wear a suit?
Yeah, he always
Always.
wears a suit.
Does
Yeah.
he do that for the special? You think?
No. I
No,
don't
he
think
just
so.
he likes the idea that he thinks it elevates the show a little bit. He thinks it's a silly idea that we're telling jokes in a suit.
Right,
You know?
right.
He likes
that.
that whole thing.
Yeah.
And it's classic.
Do you dress up on most gigs?
I've been wearing like this, like a t-shirt with a jacket. I think that's a good look for me, like I
Yeah.
wore on the special. If I'm at a club, I won't, maybe sometimes. But in a theater, I'll wear something like that.
I'm such a psycho that I think if I go out there with a suit on, they're gonna go, what are you doing, asshole? Put a t-shirt on. This is bullshit. It's like when you wear a leather jacket in front of your friends. Are like, whoa, who's this guy now?
Yeah.
I just think the audience is gonna see right through me and go, you're a child. You jerked off 10 minutes ago. You're an idiot.
Funny. I feel like it's.
That's how they get marked. This guy just jerked off. What the hell's he doing up here?
I'd be like, I did. I was at the hotel. You got me.
I did.
You don't have that with the suit. I just feel like
Well, you dipped your toes in. I'll see you throwing like a suede jacket and stuff. You're like,
Sure.
you'll dip in.
I'll dip, but. Yeah, a suit is crazy, or like some kind of
tie
crazy
is,
jacket.
It might be a lot, but yeah, I think you look good in a suit. Who cares?
I'm sure we'd all look great.
Do what feels right,
Yeah.
But you ever try and think it's on at the Gap, and you just hear Ari Shaffir going, "Hey, what the fuck's wrong with you?" Or sitting down, Keith's like, "Look at this guy with
Ari
a new
took
outfit."
his shit on stage.
But even that's okay. I'm like,
why is that okay and the suit's not?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's a me thing. You don't have that?
I know what you're saying.
All right.
You don't want to overdo it, but if you feel, you don't feel comfortable in it because it's new. But if you felt like, I've seen you rock a suit to gigs. I've seen you rock, you did it on the Tonight Show. You did it like
Tonight
benefits.
Show.
Yeah.
Tonight Show, you're supposed to.
Stuff,
I feel like. But like Mulaney's a suit every night at the theater, which is I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying I have a thing where I'm like I can't. I'm a child.
I think it makes me you perform different. I do think the way you dress affects the way you perform a little bit. I think I act differently in a suit than I do. It makes me stand up a certain way.
Wow.
It makes me go like I gotta be this guy, which sometimes is really good for the performance.
Yeah.
And if I'm just wearing a T-shirt, I'm a little more relaxed or whatever. So it is a consideration either way. I'm not saying either way is right or wrong, but I do feel that happens.
Maybe I'll wear a suit.
See what happens.
Maybe I'll try it.
Don't let those guys get to you.
They've been getting me
It's
for
just
42
Ari?
years.
We should call Ari and be like,
No,
fuck you, dude.
It's everybody. It's List. No. It's you. It's.
I wore a suit in my last two specials.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, you look great.
You
look good.
The one I just taped in.
You look great.
You look good. And I made a point not to go, look at the suit guy over here, because I don't want people to do that to me.
I'm just like, I don't care. A tear comes down as I look away.
I will say you got to get the right one. And it's a lot of work for some people. You got to find the right one, got to fit. The fit is everything. The fit and the drape.
I think for a cool gig, I just want it's going to live forever. So,
Sure.
But then also, you don't want to be too different than, as you're saying, every night. So,
right.
Mm-hmm.
But bringing a suit on the road, if you're doing like I was on the bus, dealing with
it's a lot of work.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. So I wouldn't do that. But but sometimes you bring depends. A silly blazer. Like I'd be in Miami, I'd rock like a light blue one or something.
Right,
Well,
that was cool.
It's fun.
I told you my Fonzie moment.
What was your?
Oh, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Hey, Fabletics! I love me some Fabletics. I'm wearing them right now. These are Fabletics pants. I get tired of constantly buying new workout clothes that cost a fortune and don't fit right. That's why I've been checking out Fabletics. When you sign up as a new VIP, you get 70 to 80% off everything. So instead of buying one overpriced shirt, you can actually stock up on shorts, workout gear, travel clothes, and stuff you wear every day. What surprised me most was the quality. It feels like the expensive activewear brands, but without paying premium prices. Everything is lightweight, breathable, comfortable, and actually holds up. Ain't that the truth? Best part is I don't wear it, just wear it to the gym. It's become my go-to for traveling, running errands, walking around the city, or just hanging out. It's one of those brands where everything works together, and you don't have to think about it. I wear this stuff on stage, everywhere. It's good stuff. Shop now at fabletics.com/WMBD to get 70 to 80% off everything when you sign up as a new VIP. Take a quick style quiz and be sure to select WMBD when prompted to unlock this offer. This is a limited time offer, so don't wait. Again, that's fabletics.com/WMBD for 70 to 80% off everything as a new VIP. Willie's. Most alcohol alternatives don't really replace anything. You end up with a fancy soda and you're sitting there wishing you had a drink. Willie's is different. Created by Willie Nelson, it's a premium THC-infused social tonic that gives you that relaxed social feeling without the hangover the next morning. It's a low-calorie, low-sugar alcohol alternative that actually works, giving you a fast-acting euphoric buzz without the regrets that come with booze. I also like that it comes in both 5 milligrams and 10 milligram versions so you can find what works for you. Tastes great. Third-party, lab-tested for accurate dosing, and you can drink it straight or over ice or mix it into a mocktail. One shot of Willie's helps you relax, unwind, and de-stress. Whether you're hanging out with friends or just trying to take the edge off after work, it's become a really solid alternative to alcohol. Willie ships directly to your doorstep in over 40 states and has sold out 3 times in the first 6 months. With over 300,000 happy customers, order now at drinkwillies.com and use code WMBD for 20% off your first order. Or your first order, plus free shipping on orders over $95, and live like a legend. Hims! A lot of guys notice something changes in the bedroom and just hope it'll fix itself. The truth is, ED is a lot more common than people talk about, and there's no reason to ignore it when getting treatment is just easy. Easier than ever. That's where Hims comes in. It connects you with licensed healthcare providers online so you can get legitimate ED treatment without awkward doctor's appointments or standing around at the pharmacy. Just fill out a simple online intake. A provider reviews your info, and if treatment is right for you, you're good to go. Very easy to get, folks. That includes sildenafil, the generic version of Viagra, available through Hims at 95% less than the brand name version. Come on. And if sildenafil isn't the right fit, they have other treatment options available too. The whole process is simple, straightforward, and designed to make getting care easy. To get simple online access to personalized, affordable care for ED, hair loss, and more, visit hims.com/drunk. That's hims.com/drunk. HIMS. Hims.com/drunk. Not available in all 50 states. Prescription required. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information. Sildenafil is a generic version of Viagra. Viagra is a registered trademark with Viatris Specialty LLC. Hims is not affiliated with or endorsed by Viatris. So I bought a leather jacket. I've always wanted a leather jacket, but I'm not a leather jacket guy.
I think you've even said to me before, like, where did you get that jacket? I want to try something like that.
You rock good leather jackets.
You have good style.
I've been trying. Yeah.
Pull up some Ryan images, because this guy is underrated.
Is
with
this the one
outfits.
about getting stolen?
No, worse.
What happened?
But I actually got that one back, by the way. So I bought this leather jacket from Italy.
Yeah.
I really went in and found the right jacket from Rome.
You guys know that brand, Italy?
Well, I'm just saying it's important. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah.
So I bought a leather jacket from Italy. I got it tailored. It fits like a glove. Wow. I look great. The wife's like, you look hot. Here we go. Yeah. But I never wear it because it's a leather jacket. So I went to do a gig in Canada, and I said, I'm putting the leather jacket in the suitcase, so I have to wear it.
Yeah.
It's cold there. I'm forcing myself to wear it. I couldn't wear it on the plane, couldn't wear it in the Uber, but it's in the bag.
Yeah.
So I got to Canada. I put the leather jacket on. I'm doing this big theater. I walk out, and somebody goes, "Nice jacket, Fonzie." Within like 6 minutes of me performing.
Ari flew out just to dig you.
Nice jacket, Fonzie, and it got in my head the whole set.
Did it get a laugh?
Wow.
It killed. He was right.
Wow.
And yeah.
But you know what?
There's the
you
jacket.
Probably.
Oh, that's a great jacket.
I bet it was a big fan who
Maybe.
heard you talk about this shit and knew he could get to you.
Well, he got to me.
I
worked.
think we telegraph these thoughts to the audience sometimes. It's weird. One time I was on a show. This was a long, long time ago. I was on the road with Ari Spears for this competition that we won, and I'm hosting at all of the improvs. And I was always worried about time. And so I went out and I bought a watch. And I never wear a watch. And I bought this like digital watch. And I'm doing my set. And somebody goes, "Nice watch." It was the first day I ever wore it.
Oh, God.
It was just like that. It was crazy. It, like, I couldn't recover.
They know. They somehow they can sense
They
it.
know. They know.
But if you wore it with confidence, if you were comfortable with it, I bet they would never. It's weird.
It also sucks
is.
that like Mark's honing these jokes. He's working really hard on, and nice jacket Fonzie crushes. That's so annoying.
Fonzie really,
Ego through the floor right then. Fonzie, oh God.
Well, now you really can't wear a leather jacket because people are going to listen to this.
That's true. Yeah. I'll be Fonzie guy.
Oh, forget them. You
wear a denim jacket. Nice jacket, Leno.
Yeah.
I think you could. I think that jacket looks cool as fuck.
All right, thanks.
Those all look great. Those are great looks.
That's a suede jacket. I got that at the mall.
Suede is great. I think
cheap.
for the stage. Yeah.
Suede is very nice. Yeah. Suede is a nice middle ground. It's not crazy cool guy, but it's not. It's still a little elevated, but not too much.
Yeah.
All right, get off me, will you? This is bothering
Nice jacket, Indiana Jones.
Yeah, exactly. Nice jacket, Tombstone.
It is funny because you do think about that, like I mean, just going to the cellar, you're like, what would Keith Robinson say?
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking
we
about.
We all have that one. Well, that's the first target for anything is what you're wearing.
You don't think
Yeah.
I'm sick of Nick's shirts? I can't mix it up at this point.
Yeah, the DeRosa story. He walked in with his new leather jacket. This is 10, 15 years ago, and Big J goes, DeRosa got his attitude jacket. And you know why it hurts so bad? Because they're right.
Yes,
it cuts to the bone. You're in my head.
You're getting roasted by a guy with fingerless gloves because he's comfortable in the fingerless gloves.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because you can say to him, he's like, yeah, I like him, and you're like, oh
Yeah.
shit.
Exactly.
Comfort is
that's
key.
everything. Yeah.
Comfort wins.
Yes.
Because you go, hey, nice gloves. He's like, yeah, I like them.
Yeah.
Damn it. It didn't work. It didn't get him.
DeRosa, you could tell, because DeRosa's actually a pretty good dresser.
Yeah, not bad.
He's kind of like a sneaky good dresser.
Yes.
But yeah, you could tell that. That's so funny. So anyone who takes a risk.
Oh,
Yeah.
completely. You can't take a risk in this biz.
Yeah.
And you need that a little. I'm not even saying it's all bad. I'm saying a little bullying is good,
Right.
but not going all the way.
Yeah. Well, don't let him get you down. I think you should wear a suit. I bet you'd look great in a suit.
You do, man. I've seen you do it. It looks good.
Yeah.
I'll throw a suit on in the theater, not in a club.
We're also
theater,
we're starting to go a little gray too in our hair. It's like you can't just rock a bomber jacket forever.
It's a good point. It's a good point.
You can't be 60 and like a fucking
Yeah. Seinfeld always
What I
says,
like
your little zip-ups.
Yeah, look at you. You look good there, man.
Oh, thing with the banana.
Yeah.
Seinfeld calls him.
I had to ruin it. I was feeling weird in the suit, so I'm like, all right, I got to yuck it up.
You in a tie, you're holding a dildo. We're like, Mark, why couldn't you just smile in the suit?
I know. Sorry, I cut you off there.
Seinfeld always calls them our rake and leaves jackets. Why is everybody wearing rake and leaves jackets out there?
It's hilarious.
Wow, these bombers are kind of nice. Raking leave. What's he raking leaves in?
Yeah.
Gucci?
Well, Jerry, do you see that when he was wearing the Kith stuff? He looked kind of cool in it.
Oh, he looked great.
The thing about a suit too is like it's evergreen, so you're never
Right.
gonna be dated. Like,
Right.
You do watch the guys in the 90s and the style was baggier then.
Yeah, it
Way
can change
baggier.
a little bit.
Where
but
you're like,
yeah.
dude, double-breasted and
Yeah,
kind of like
big
baggy.
shoulders. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, while we got you here, we got to get to the bottom of the private jet from L.A. He was there.
Oh yeah.
You were on the jet?
I was on that jet, and you guys, I saw you talking about it on the episode, and yeah, we were waiting for you.
Come on.
No, I met Jerry at the.
Wait, they thought we were going to come?
Yeah, well, I'm at the
I
airport,
told her we couldn't
and then
come,
Jerry goes, guess who's on the flight? And I go, who? It was Mark and Sam. And I go, oh, this is going to
He
be
thought
fun.
we were coming and we...
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, you want to paint the picture? Because I thought it was a fake invite.
No, it wasn't a fake invite.
I guess, and then Jessica came later, and she said she filled us in or whatever happened. I don't know.
Damn, that would have been fun.
Yeah, it would have been fun.
Damn it.
Yeah, whatever. It's no big deal.
There'll
be other
flights.
opportunities.
There'll be
yeah,
other flights.
yeah, it's cool.
Anything good happen on the plane? Did we miss any FOMO stuff?
No, we just, it was fun because I was hanging out with Jerry and Jessica at the same time, which I don't get a lot of time with them together, so that was fun. So there was just a lot of recapping. So much happened at the festival.
Sure.
I didn't go to that dinner or whatever, but
Oh, the party.
I was hearing about that. Oh, yeah, the afternoon brunch thing.
Yeah.
And, I don't know. Jerry and I were just on our way to work, so we
You tour with Jerry a bit, and his routine is like, because I remember you did some with Jerry and Gaffigan.
Whoa.
yeah, I
what
did
a
one
night.
of those shows when they
Oh,
were
okay.
touring together. Yeah,
Wow.
How was that?
or a weekend or something.
Yeah, what do they have different styles like pre-show?
Yeah. I've been on the road with Gaffigan too, just on his own tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both different. It's interesting. Jerry thinks of the road as like, this is enjoyable. Let's have fun, and this is the schedule, and we get to do the show, and we'll work a little. But Gaffigan, I think, thinks of the road like, this is where I'm working. This is a work thing.
Interesting.
So he's like always going over stuff, and we get to the venue like way early, 3-4 hours early, and he works. That's his time to work.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's in a room,
Listening to sets.
he would listen and writing, and he'll just wander into your room. He would just wander, and he wouldn't even go, "Hey, what do you think?" He would just start into a line, and then I'd go, "Okay, yeah." And then he would turn around and come like start writing again. Yeah, he's
God damn.
he's amazing.
Cut to us hungover, waddling in like I'm at the wrong door, Oh, boy. Good
Yeah.
for Gaffigan.
Yeah,
I
it's
pull up
impressive.
right before the show starts.
Same.
It's impressive. Yeah.
But Jerry's like a movie guy on the road, right?
Yeah, so we go, we do the show Friday, and then we go to the next city, and then Saturday morning have breakfast at 9:00. And then we go. Everybody loves hearing this, and I love it because it's
9 o'clock. It's a little.
It
What
just
are we,
doesn't
farmers?
matter where you are.
right.
Like it's always 9, and then go to breakfast and go to a movie that's pre-planned, and then we go to lunch, and then we go for a walk.
What a day.
That sounds great.
It's great. What's great about it is that
Light lifting.
your mind's free. You don't have to think like, what are we doing today? You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Every
yeah.
city, you're like, are we going to this thing in this city? Or are we gonna go to this restaurant? We just everything. You eat breakfast in the hotel or close. Lunch is just kind of we find a spot. The movie's all set up. You're just free, to just hang out.
I
That
do
is
kind of
nice.
like the shut your brain off tours because
Yeah.
it's rare that we're on someone else's tour at this point. But I've done some dates with Adam Sandler, and he's always people are like, why is he always in like shorts and basketball shorts? Because he might hoop at any moment.
Wow.
A game might so like when you're on tour with him, you're just like, oh, I guess I'm just going to start dressing like Adam because so I'm wearing basketball shorts and basketball sneakers,
Right?
Because I'm just like, oh, he might want to play now.
Yeah,
and there's not a lot
right.
of so you're like that's why he dresses like that.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
I think there is kind of an art, like all these roles you fill as comedians in this world. There is a role that's like I'm on tour with someone and I'm the support act, which is more than just what you do on stage.
Totally.
It's like you're
you want to be
assisting.
fun.
Yeah, you want to be fun. You want to be a hangout, and it's like a great guy.
But I want to be fun when it's my tour too. Like I want to make sure everyone's having fun. It's,
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
I guess I'm lazy. If I'm on tour, I'm like, I'll see you at the show.
Well, that's
Really?
that's great too. That's your thing, and
Depending on who it is, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah. I'm like that too. I don't go out that much, but
Well, I think with Gaffigan, he's got 5 kids, so he's probably like, I got to write here. I
Right.
can't really get anything done at home. There's school,
Yeah.
there's activities, there's dinner and everything.
I think that might be it too. Yeah.
A road movie, I feel a little guilty sometimes.
Me too.
I feel like
Really?
I just feel like if I have 2 shows that night, I'm like, I gotta have something topical.
So you want to work on
I
it.
want to have some new bit ideas, but
Not just double, maybe some jokes about the town you're in, too.
totally yes, I want something. But
Yeah.
but Jerry's probably been in those towns a
That's
million
true.
times. He probably
That's
has
true.
his jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I
don't
was
know.
in. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was in Bakersfield one night doing like a bar show or like a rock club, and they were like, "Oh, Seinfeld was here last night." I was like, "Seinfeld's in Bakersfield," but yeah,
Right.
he's doing the road.
Yeah,
he's
he
running
goes
around.
everywhere. He goes everywhere. Yeah. That's the road. But that's another great thing about having the routine. You can do it anywhere. So you're like any city that you're in, it's the same.
That's
You know,
true.
That's kind of
You
great.
got to try to mix it up a little bit because I do have that thing sometimes when I go back to the same city and like I'm doing the exact same thing I was in. And there's like
Yeah.
a comfort to that, but you're like, all right, I'm in
Yeah.
Rochester. I'm going to Highland Park Diner again. I
Again.
just know where I want to go.
Yeah.
But then also I'm like, I should do other shit. I feel like it's bad
Yeah.
for your brain. Repetition to a point is comforting, but to another point, you're like,
Yeah.
I need life experience.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Plus, you have that thing where like life is just fleeting. It's just I'm back here.
Right.
Years have gone by, and I'm just back at the same spot. That bums me out a little bit.
Right. Yeah. The road's interesting. The road is like, you just got to adapt to it because that's our life. That's it. And you got to figure it out.
I love
Whatever
the
works
road.
for you. Yeah. Yeah. If you don't like the road, this is a tough.
That's true. And there's a lot of people that hate the road.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of people.
Well, Ryan has a line in his act that I've heard where you say like to the crowd, "You're the first people I've talked to today."
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
like a
Great.
great comedian road joke.
Right.
That's like
Yeah.
holy shit because that's been me before on the road where you're just
Totally.
like, this is crazy.
It is. It was a real thing. I just realized like it was a club I'd been to a bunch of times, and I just had this thought like, I order an Uber, don't say anything. He knows where I'm going.
Yep.
I got my boarding pass. I don't have to talk to anybody. I get in the car. I know the club, so when I get to the club, I walk right to the green room, and then it's like, there's the audience.
Yeah, yeah. And you went from 0 to 500
Right,
or 1,000,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah. Mike Lawrence had that great line where I saw him at an open mic, and he goes, I had dinner with my parents tonight, so this is my second performance of the night. And I remember like, ooh, that hits home. Boy, that's
great.
good. He's so good. He has dinner with his parents. He's like, oh, I can get a bit out of this.
Right.
Yeah, he's always working. His brain's
Always.
always moving.
Right.
Yeah, I think about your act sometimes on the road when I'm having like a rough like late show or something like, oh, I can curse and be like, Ryan keeps it clean here.
Really?
Like, well, I just think it's got to be
Yeah.
tough to do some of those when you're starting out and they're not there for you and you're doing a late show and they're rowdy and they're drunk. And then you're like, I'm staying clean. I'm staying.
Yeah, the way that I came up, I did these really rough one-nighters, and something in me got programmed where it's like, if I can do what I want to do and make it work in this room, then I know it's great.
Yeah.
And so that just helped me. So it's like been that way from the beginning, where I still kind of think about that. If I can make what I want to do work here, then that's how I get use out of this show,
Right.
But I still have it, and it's tough. The late shows have always been tough for me. Always.
Really?
Getting people there is tough.
Sure. What about like a drunk crowd who you can tell they're like, talk about pussy?
It's hard for me, because I'm like,
because the dirty stuff kills. Sometimes I'll talk about my
his
life.
nice jacket Fonz. Talk about pussy, dude. It's like, that's not the show.
Right.
It really, you're talking about these trivial, a lot of my stuff is so trivial and just like, you seem like a nerd, because you're like up there going, like, what's an example? I don't know. Like, I'm talking about getting a haircut, Everybody's like, no, talk about life.
Right.
We want to be entertained right now.
Life.
Yeah, but,
I know what you mean.
You feel like if they're not your fans, especially, and they showed up to the Late Show, they're like, this is not what we
They want an action movie.
They want yeah.
And you're playing like My Dinner with Andre,
Yeah.
But yeah, I know what you mean. I had a set in Irvine, and I do like the family chunk up front. It's like 12 minutes or whatever. And then at the end, a lady goes, talk more about your family. And the whole crowd went, boo.
Wow.
Like, no more family.
Wow.
Talk about fun stuff.
Right.
Exciting stuff.
Right.
Dark shit or whatever.
Yeah.
So that was eye-opening.
Wow. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, so do you feel? I remember, I ran into Robert Kelly at the Nashville Comedy Festival one time. He's like, "How was your show?" I was like, "Great," and he goes, "Wow, it must be nice to just not have to worry about being dirty all the time," or something like that. And I was like, "Wow, that's interesting that you think of that way," because I think, we all want to be something we're not.
Hey,
You don't
totally.
have to talk about your dick, Bobby.
You don't?
Yeah.
That's
But
true.
I think his
These
audience.
damn handcuffs.
But we have to put ourselves in these lanes. At a certain point, you're like, I'm 90% this.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
like, that's just how the business works. Like, you're like, that's who I am. That's how I'm marketed. And there's no escaping it, really. And then
But also, you're being you, too. I mean,
Yeah.
that's how you are
Yeah.
just hanging
Right.
out.
Right.
It's not like
Right.
it's not really an act.
No. But I
Sure.
just mean the way that people see you and perceive you. Like, if you're 95% something, you got to be 100% something,
Right. Yeah, and sometimes when they see you being you, they're like, that's it. That's what we
Yeah,
showed up for.
Right.
That
right,
guy.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, you should. I've been doing these shows, and I noticed one show is always weak, and I'm like, is that because
Out of what, 5 or 6?
out of 5, and I'm like, one show is always less than the rest, and I'm like, is that because these are the randos? But then I go, I should be able to make randos laugh.
Right.
So then I toil with that, but
I just don't think you're going to bat 1,000. I think
Maybe you're right.
Yeah.
You got to. I'm with you. I feel like there's always one weird one too.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes there's 2.
yeah,
I mean, it
exactly.
depends where you are. Sometimes it's like, certain cities are more in your mind bulletproof.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm always going to do well in Chicago. But then sometimes you go to Chicago and you're like, that wasn't as good as normally.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've had this thing lately where, like, if I'm doing a club Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Thursday's the best. And
Interesting.
I think it's
I
because
find it always is too.
Yeah, I think
Really?
it's partly because I'm looser. And
Out of the gate, you're loose? I'm
Yeah,
looser
well-
at the end of the weekend.
well, I feel like I'm more real because I haven't repeated this thing 5 times.
Oh,
But also, don't you think
Yeah.
the people that are coming out on a non-weekend night are kind of the most diehard?
Yeah, they're also maybe a better audience. But I feel like, for whatever reason, like my material is longer on Thursday than it is on Saturday because it's
they're
like
laughing
I'm
harder.
taking more time.
Right.
And I'm thinking about, and it just comes out more authentically for some reason. And
Wow.
then by
Anything
Saturday,
Anything
I'm
with
dialed.
expectations
Interesting.
is, is difficult. I think you look at weekends are like, this is my Saturday night.
Right.
It's like the way people look at New Year's. Why New Year's sucks. It's the highest of expectations.
Right.
And weekends, you just have expectations. I mean, you ever do like when I was on the tour bus, I would do like a Monday in Montreal, and I'd be like, holy shit, that crowd was amazing.
Right.
Right.
They came on a Monday. They didn't expect their Monday to be good.
Right.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Saturday night's date night. They're a little drunk. they're like putting all their chips on you.
Yeah.
Well, you addressed it in the opening of your special where you say, like, some of you don't know who I am.
Yeah.
And then the people who brought you are under a lot of pressure right now.
Right.
And that is the most of those people probably on a weekend, right?
That's how my shows always work. It's like there are so many people. They did buy tickets to see me, but they bought them because someone else told them to. You know?
Yeah. I love when comics do that. That's a great move. Yeah. Like Shane Gillis has that joke in his special where he goes, I got a bunch of dudes here and their girlfriends. Oh. And I know they didn't want to see me, but the guy's like, no, he's funny. And she's like, is he? You know, and he does a whole act out. But he's aware, and I think the women go, he's right. Yeah. Wow, he knows he got
and now
he's got
the women.
Exactly. It's a good move.
Self-awareness is, I mean,
huge.
It's huge. I mean, I try to be self-aware when I'm bombing. I let them know, like, okay, I don't want you to think I suck and I'm not aware.
Right. Exactly. Right. And then they go, oh, he's aware. And then that gets a laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Seinfeld's thing. The first time I saw it, it blew my mind. In telling you for the last time, when he gets in a standing ovation, he goes, I know there's always that one guy who doesn't want to do it. You know, he's like, we're doing this now. And he has to do like a little get up. Yeah. I love that because as a kid, I was like, he knows. I don't want to do it.
It's also funny that Jerry's brain works as, I can't fully enjoy the standing ovation.
yeah, that's comedy.
You're getting a standing ovation. He's like, something's wrong with this.
There's one guy who doesn't want to do it.
It's fun that's where his mind goes.
Right. Exactly.
It's like Larry David, I feel like it's the same way, where like even when something is great, he'll find a way to ruin it.
Completely.
And something to me that's very comedic. There's very
yeah. Somebody will show up with a gift, and he's like, "You brought this last year." It's like, "I gave you a gift," you know.
But it's like
whatever he
says.
says.
You see the Larry David thing recently, where apparently he and Obama in his new show, Obama's in it.
No.
And he and Obama had he was giving Obama notes on something.
What?
And Obama was trying to give him notes back, and he was like, It's like, that's very Larry David to be like,
yes.
Because you know what, Obama, you're not a comedian.
Yeah.
If you're on his show, he is.
Right.
He's the president.
Right.
He's the president of this situation.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Well, he's the best at finding like the episode where he's at a birthday party and they're all singing happy birthday and he's like, I don't do the birthday song. And they're like, what? Everybody does it. He's like, I don't care for it. So he found a way to make the birthday song a problem.
Wow.
What bothers you? Do you have peeves?
Oh, peeves.
In the comedy world or
anywhere?
Yeah, I was thinking about this in prep. Sure, things bother me. I mean, here's one that's really like, I can't believe I did this. I would like feel like an old man, but I wrote a huge long comment on a New York Times article.
Whoa.
About helicopter noise. I hate it.
Oh.
I hate the helicopter noise. I walk around and I look up and I'm like, and when you learn about it, it's really infuriating because it's like 40% of it is just tourists.
Right.
And most of it's coming from New Jersey, or a lot of it. And the city has no control because it's all, the airspace all controlled federally by the FAA. So we can't limit it. And so, and the complaints to 311 have gone like 2,000 times.
Really?
Like insane amounts of numbers of complaints. And the city shut down 2 of the heliports for tourists, but they have 1 and they've limited the hours. But you can't control what New Jersey does. So we get these helicopters constantly up and down the Hudson. They just sit over Central Park while you're trying to enjoy Central Park.
And they're just tourists looking out.
It's just like tourists. It's like 15 people who got ripped off in New Jersey.
Right.
They drove all the way, and I've heard these horror stories. They drive out to New Jersey and they go, well, if you want to see the park, it's actually this much more.
Oh.
And they already bought like a ticket and they went all the way out to New Jersey. It's like, you know, somebody hit them up in Times Square or something.
Oh.
It's like, and then the whole city's like looking up for these 6 people. So this helicopter company could make $100 off each one of them or something.
Right. That's a great peeve.
It's like annoying.
It also freaks me out a little bit because they do crash sometimes.
All the time.
So it's like, they could. Oh, God,
one of these companies, one of the New Jersey companies, they were the one that had a crash in 2018 and 5 people died.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wee.
Yeah. In the Hudson River.
That guy Oliver Tree just died. That was a helicopter.
Awful.
Crazy. Yeah.
So there was this article about electric air taxis and how the federal government wants to, get them going and get and so I thought, and that's what I wrote this. I wrote this comment like, if you really want to get the innovation of these air taxis going, because supposedly they're much quieter, get rid of the regulate the helicopter.
What a specific peeve.
Very good peeve.
Very specific peeve.
And I
Respectable.
walk around the city. It's every day. I'm like, I look up at them, and it's just once you notice it, it's almost like I don't want to tell people about it.
Yeah.
Because once it's in your life, you're like, you hate it.
It's like a buzzing gnat. COVID, I heard them all the time during COVID.
That's when it really became crazy because everybody was at home and they
Right.
started to notice how awful these are.
Right. Interesting. You ever ridden one?
Yeah.
I've been in a helicopter in Hawaii once.
Ooh.
Yeah. Like one of those tours that I hate.
Yeah, you were the guy.
Yeah.
What were you doing in one?
I was opening for Schumer.
That's what I took one.
Yeah, we took it from New York to Philly.
Oh, cool.
We got there quickly.
It works. You
That's
get
good.
it. Yeah, we did L.A. to San Diego.
Wow.
Yeah.
Weird because the train LA to San Diego is so easy too. Same with Philly, but I guess when time's that important to you.
I have a theory, because I opened for her for years, that sometimes she would be late, so we'd have to take a crazy vehicle.
Oh, intentionally?
Yeah, I don't even know if she knew it, but she was like, oh, I'm running behind. Guess we'll have to take a PJ. Oh, well, I guess we'll have to take an elevator. All right, that's the helicopter.
Right.
Funny, that's like the taxi for most people.
I know, I
If
know.
you're that
That's
rich, you're like,
true.
yeah, helicopter.
That's
Yeah.
true, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, most of the traffic is it's the tourist traffic that really drives me bonkers. Mm-hmm. But here's a more relatable one.
Okay. That was a good one.
Interesting.
I think like the way people treat bags in the overhead on the plane drives me crazy. They won't stand them upright if they do that, or they'll take up too much space, or they'll keep their bag with them. And I've been thinking, like, so many people I've seen say, like, if you return your grocery cart, you're a really good person.
Yes.
Okay. But I think a better test is what you do with your bag on the airplane, because that really is affecting all the people around you.
Right.
The grocery cart is just, they're paying a kid to do it. You're just helping the business. That's it.
Yeah.
It's like being courteous. But the bag thing, if you take up all the space in there, someone else has to check their bag.
Not only that, how about the double bagger?
And the double,
They sneak in a double?
They sneak it
Oh.
in. It drives me crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're saying flip it up like a book and don't lay it flat.
Well,
If
it says right
fits,
there.
yeah, some of them don't flip on the tiny planes.
Yeah,
They don't work that way,
yeah.
but I'm with you. If it fits, you got to flip it.
Yeah, and it says right there. And they say 100 times, put it like a book. And
Right.
everybody just throws 3 bags up there and sits down. Like, to me, they're like, I have no awareness of anybody
Right.
else. I'm not even worried about that.
Yeah.
And maybe it's because we're on planes so much that, it's easier for us to think about it. But that's one.
That's a good one. I don't understand these people. My wife will do the thing where she's like shoves her purse down in the seat. I'm like, man, I want that leg room. I don't know how you live like this. I
I
need
need a
to.
second bag. You got to do it.
I guess you got to do it, but like I would throw it up there if I were her. Like if there's space, throw it up there. But she'll put it down by the feet. If there's space.
Yeah, yeah. I do this thing where I put after we take off, I put it behind my legs.
Oh, that's better.
And then you can do that.
That's
you got to
better.
take off with it down there.
Right.
I
wrote a peep down.
I got a
But
peeve.
You got
going.
peeves?
I got a
Oh,
peeve.
yeah.
I got a peeve.
All right.
Soft blueberries.
Oh, the
Oh
rotten
my
ones.
God! Well, sometimes you have to buy them with the tape on, so you
That's
can't test them.
Yes.
So I'm all excited to eat these blueberries.
Oh.
It's the summer. It's a refreshing little thing. Sometimes I like to throw it in my yogurt. In the
Yeah.
morning at the day.
Yeah.
Soft. And I bought 2 packs. So I was all excited.
Oh,
It's a huge
that
difference.
sucks.
You bite into a crisp blueberry, it explodes in your mouth.
Yes.
It's like
Best.
so
The
much
snap.
better.
Love it.
Oh my
Love a
God.
snap. So
Oh,
that's
yeah.
a toast to the fresh blueberries.
Oh, yeah.
And a big fuck you to the soft ones. I mean,
Yes.
I was devastated.
I'm with you. My kid eats blueberries, so I'm buying them all day long, and I pop a few in. When you get that mushy one, it's a bummer.
My sister, this is like a joke in our family. When she was really young, my mom would buy grapes, and my sister would go, "Did you get the tight grapes?"
Tight grapes.
You need time. Same with
need 'em.
grapes. Yeah, this
Yeah,
peeve
great.
goes for grapes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's a thing you can't test, that's the thing.
Yeah.
You're just going.
Right.
You're taking their word for it.
Right.
Yeah, interesting. We sound like women. Soft. Sucks. How about this guy? This is specific.
All right.
I get the guy who tells me I'm slipping when he thought of something that I wouldn't even have thought of.
What's an
Okay,
example?
here's an example. Like, I do a lot of puns as a
Yeah.
goof, and I'll be like, this guy spayed his cat. And the other guy goes, David Spade. Come on, man, you're slipping. Come on, you missed that one. And I'm like, I don't even like that
This is
one.
definitely about Syracuse, by the way.
No. I guess he's probably done it, but I don't like a guy telling me I'm slipping when he thought of something that I didn't even think was that good.
It's the guy who's trying to be funny because he's in front of a comedian.
Right.
And then he's like, I got you.
Yeah.
Well, come on.
I'm slipping? That sucked.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
You're slipping.
Yeah.
Don't tell me I'm slipping. You're slipping.
Yeah.
Yeah, you forced the David Spade thing in there.
Yeah.
That wasn't natural.
No, completely.
Yeah.
But now all of a sudden I'm lacking because he came up with something.
Right.
That annoys me.
That's a good one.
It's very specific.
Let me see
I
if
hate plastic water bottles, and I don't know
you
why
hate 'em.
I
You
hate
got your
plastic.
can right there.
Yeah, the can is the answer. Why do we have to have the plastic water bottle? Everywhere we go, someone hands you a plastic water bottle.
Mm-hmm.
They taste bad. All the microplastic stuff. Who knows what's going on?
Very bad for you.
Is it?
Yeah, they say a lot of like testosterone is lower and all this stuff is lower.
We're learning a lot about it. We don't know a lot, but it's like, why do we have to deal with it everywhere? And then the aluminum is much better recycled. Like it's infinitely recyclable. You can turn a can into another can. When you recycle a bottle, it gets downgraded. That's why you get like clothing made out of plastic bottle. They can't make another bottle out of a bottle.
Ah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I just learned that because I had to come up with pet peeves for this.
Well, the can is pretty new for water.
Yeah,
That's
but
pretty
it's
recent.
like we've had cans around forever. I think it's a superior way. You can't cap the can, but
True.
You got to drink it all in one spot.
And the glass bottle stresses me out a little bit. You
Yeah,
drop
the
it, you're
glass.
stepping on
Yeah.
glass. I don't
Right.
know.
And apparently, there's just as much plastic in glass because of the lid.
Whoa.
I learned that too.
Yeah, we're gonna die. Whatever.
Yeah. You also,
It's gonna end anyway.
you don't want to be that queef with the fucking jug. You know, he's got the metal jug on his belt or the backpack.
Yeah.
Or the person with the bottle this big, and I'm like, I know they say stay hydrated, but this is a
crazy.
situation here. You're gonna
Yeah.
be peeing all day.
Yeah.
Right. Get a canteen at
I'm
this
already
point.
peeing nonstop between the water and the coffee, and I can't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm with you. All right. Well, hey, watch Ryan's special.
It just hit me on Netflix.
It's out there,
This
baby.
just hit me. Ryan
Look,
Hamilton.
Look at that. The eyes are popping. The hair has got a nice gel in it. The suit looks great.
Yeah, it looks sharp.
the
Thank
watch
you.
is peeking out.
Oh, great.
Love
Thank
it.
you.
Love
Thank
it. It's
you.
really funny. It's a true story. It's personal. It's clean. It's great.
Thank you.
And there's a lot of other stuff in there. It's great. Go see Ryan on tour. Ryan, where are you going to be?
Oh man, I got a bunch of dates coming up. I don't know. Des Moines, Cincinnati. I don't even know. But we're announcing a big tour in a couple weeks. I don't know when this is dropping, but I'll have a lot more theater dates in the fall
Woo!
and next year. So look at that.
RyanHamiltonLive.com.
Yeah.
Are you
tour
feeling a
dates.
bump? Did you feel like okay? People are hitting me up. People are watching. Am I?
Yeah, I'm getting nice things online. I don't know if it's translating.
I think it will.
We'll see. It's hard to tell. I don't know.
The road will tell when those shows sell out and all
right,
that.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
I got Brea Improv just added August 21st through 23rd. Then we're hitting Europe, Lisbon, Athens, Budapest, Zagreb, Vienna, Warsaw, added a show there, Helsinki, Sweden. We're going to do Stockholm and Copenhagen.
Ooh, that's gonna be
and
fun.
I'm going to add a bunch more dates coming soon. So please check punchup.live/Sam / is it tour / shows? I don't know. I think just go to the Punch Up.
Give it a goog. Are you bringing anybody?
Just a friend, and we're just gonna hang out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Seattle, Emerald City. I heard it's a great club. I've never been. Tampa, baby. Side Splitters. Cobb's Comedy Club. Love San Francisco. And then we're going to the Houston Improv. Zany's in Nashville. Working on a new hour. Pittsburgh Improv. Casino Regina, I think, Calgary, and
You're already
Punch Up.
killing. You're already killing.
Yeah, there you go. Nice jacket, Fonzie. Comedy Works in Denver. Look at these. Look at this. I got the best clubs. Comedy on
Some of
State.
these are going to get canceled when we film.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah, good point. We're shooting a movie.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Working
amazing.
On it. Working on it.
I didn't know that.
Make sure to get some Bodega Cat.
Yes.
At bodegacatwhiskey.com. And we love you guys. We'll see you soon.
Thank
you so much.
Yeah, of
this
course,
was a
man.
pleasure.
This
I
is-
I don't get to do these very often, so
Hey.
it's nice to be here. Thank you.
Pleasure to have you.
Pleasure to have you, dude.
Thank you.
All right.
Comedy.
Sunday's the day for my next offender. A bit of peever wreck, you know the beer juice close. I've had a little too much bourbon, and Norman's talking look like I remember her.